It's on?
Yeah. Just film me what we're gonna do casually. Not edit things out.
It's me, the man of the hour.
We're out here at what's it called?
The Fainting Goat.
Fainting Goat, greatest of all time. It's a great little place. I brought my DJ controller.
Yes, sir.
This is not an official thing. Just wanted to get that out there. They might ask us to go outside, but it might get a little bit crazy in there. Who knows? We're gonna see. All right. It's great. It's fantastic. I brought my own beats so I don't get sued, and everything's good.
Exactly.
Woo!
We out here. Let's get it. So what exactly are we doing? I'm just here. Like, I was told to show up, and I'm here. So you gotta inform the people what we're about to do.
I'm wearing some Air Force Ones that aren't tied.
Yup, classic.
Got some Timberland on.
Classic fit. I'm wearing some.
He's wearing
some Vans.
He's wearing some mismatched Vans.
Mismatched Vans.
Purple Rain.
Yes,
some headphones.
Yeah.
This is Sloth on a bike.
Indeed.
Sloth on a bike.
Type beat. Wait, so is Sloth on a bike? Is Sloth on a bike like basically just? Is it a? What is it?
Sloth on a bike is something that. Sloth on a bike is something that that I put together inside of my head. It's a little slow moving project, hence Sloth on a bike. It's very interesting.
That makes sense.
I enjoy it a lot. It's very cool, it's very hip. It's kind of political, but not really. It's comical, but really. But yeah, alright.
Lit. Lit.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, this is lit.
No, yeah, I almost thought I forgot my keys.
No, that would suck. I haven't been to the Fainting Goat in a while.
We just pull up, we do our thing.
Wait, so what are we about to do?
We're about to do some beats. Talk about some beats, talk about life.
Hopefully they don't.
Now let me sit.
Let's go here. Should we go here? We going here?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fainting Goat. This table's actually kind of nice. Man, you brought the whole mixing board. Tripod. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust.
Eerial, dude, I need to go somewhere private, dude. I can't have.
Huh?
Hopefully nothing pulls up on my laptop as I open it up. I can't remember what I was watching.
That's actually hilarious. I've never. Wait, can I look at this?
Yeah.
I've low-key never like paid attention to detail about it. How do you even use this? Oh.
Let's see. Am I in the picture? Go see. Go see.
Let's see.
Am I in the picture?
No.
Make sure you align it.
To where we're both in it?
Yeah.
We should scoot nearer to the end of the table then.
Alright, what about now?
Yeah, you're in it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready? Hold my hand. Father, bless this beats and send us thy angels to guide us as we take on the world. Hallelujah. Ready?
Got me about to be mixing. Watch me be able to figure this out.
Yeah.
What's this side? Does this side do anything? The high, mid, low. This is overall. Tight beat.
So basically what I was thinking about doing is like talking about different topics such as talking about different topics such as, you know, what it means to be a conservative or liberal black man in America.
Okay.
What is your stereotype of a conservative black man?
Low key, bro. I don't know, because I'm kind of in between.
You're in between? Okay, just get some ideas out. What would be the stereotype of a conservative black man? A football player?
A conservative black man? Bro, I don't know. Like,
versus a liberal black man being a teacher?
Yeah, it might be like more of a teacher type.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say.
But that could be totally wrong because it could be reversed. You know?
Yeah.
No one knows.
True.
So what does it mean, you know? So what does it mean to be taking positions on stances? Are we simply chickens or do we have souls?
I'd say we definitely have souls.
Okay. Do you think people should protect themselves or do you think they should let others protect themselves?
Yeah, that's a good question. Say it one more time.
You think you should allow others to protect themselves or do you think that you should protect them? Vice versa.
I'd say that we should do a little bit of both.
Do a little bit of both. That's why I'm in the middle too, man. That's called moderation.
Yeah.
Moderation.
Exactly.
You know, that's called moderation.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's a good question, though. A little bit of both, for sure.
Stance on Jesus Christ. Was he a Messiah? Was he a madman? Was he just another person? What was he to you?
To me, Jesus Christ was the Messiah, the Savior of the world. I don't think he was a madman. I think he was portrayed to be a madman by some people, but that he was true in everything he did, and that he just did it for his Father, for God, and for us, ultimately. Yep.
For sure, for sure. Do you think that Mary was a sinner or a saint?
That's a good question. Based off the information that we had on Mary, I think she did her best.
Oh, you think she did her best?
She did her best.
She did her best?
That's
Okay.
what I said.
Personally, I feel like she was a saint. She carried Jesus Christ. She was a saint. She's very holy. She's the mother of God, actually. She's not a saint. She's a Theotokos, mother of God.
Gotcha.
So God bearer.
I didn't know that term.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Ferrari or the car you have right now, and why?
Am I factoring in payments? Am I factoring in financials?
Yes.
In 5 years, Ferrari. Right now, I'll keep my car.
And it's because we're in the middle. We're in the middle.
Yeah.
This is moderation, and this is normal. Statistically, this is normal.
Yeah.
Unless you sell your soul or something.
Exactly.
You know? So I would stick with my Saturn 2002, and the reason why is because it's only got 80,000 miles on it, and I'm an optimist. I think it's going to go to 200,000. So I'm very grateful for what I have.
I like that.
And that's a virtue.
Yeah.
Not to focus on, you know, expensive things. Right now, I could not be talking to a model, and I don't have a fancy car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like I have what I have, and I'm grateful for what I have.
Yeah.
And I say whatever's on my mind. You know. And what excuse do I have? I just say that I'm mentally ill.
That works.
That does work.
That works. That's crazy.
All right, silence. Male aggression. Should it be checked or should it be not?
Both.
Both.
Because it's needed in some. Okay, now this is actually lit. It's lit. Hey, we out here, bro. Fates and go. All right, sponsor us. Anyway, male aggression should be checked in some circumstances if it's being like used out of proportion. But then again, like biologically, males do have a certain amount of aggression that
because
is
of competition.
needed. Yeah.
Because of the survival of the fittest.
Right.
Because it's not just the survival of the fittest, because there's people who are unfit and they get to office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not survival of the fittest. What it is survival of the novelty. It's whatever's novel, whatever's entertaining, whatever's keeping us going, whatever is keeping the heart of evolution alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, this is supposed to be fun. But it's always got an end, and no one likes the end. So, but it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a competition of like, well, I'm the fittest. Because there's tons of unfit people, dude. Dude, right now, I get money for free. We'll just say that. And I have a very unfit mind, to be speaking most of the time. So, and I get to do it. Sure. So, you know, it's just nothing's for free, man. People fight overseas. Again, was Jesus a Palestinian or was he an Israelite?
Ooh. He was. I don't know. I actually don't know.
He was an Israelite. Palestinians took over around the 1950s, 60s era.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, question for you.
Yes.
That came off the top of my head.
And they're actually in the middle of the map too. It's like it's like why anyways, we're not going there. But why are they in the middle of the map?
Sure.
They know like, you know, there's only so much land. Did you know that Tennessee is larger than Israel?
Didn't know that.
Yes.
That's so deep.
What good could come out of Nazareth, essentially, a small little nation? But do you know why Jesus could be theoretically, in scientific terms, the Messiah?
Why? God said he was?
Not just that. It's because of the Fertile Crescent. Basically, if evolution started around that area, then the chosen one would come out of that area. Such as with the T-form, to the apes, to Jesus. So either way, if you believe in evolution, Jesus is still going to fit into that picture.
That's
because of
wild.
the empire that he started.
Okay. I never thought about that before.
Did you know that we're actually in Jesus' empire? This is all because of Jesus' thinking. The founding fathers believed in Jesus Christ. They also believed in free will. But some people are speculative towards free will.
It just got really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, well, question. Thanks for enlightening me about that. That's interesting. I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes. No, your turn to speak. Your turn to speak, man.
Thank you, sir. So my question to you is, and you can decline the question if you want. Do you think, how do I phrase it?
Let me check if this is on real fast.
Yeah, if it's running.
Yeah, it's still on.
It's on? All right.
Yeah.
Am I in it?
Yeah, you're in it.
Okay.
So again, this is. Did you know that, Eerial? Did you know? And then I'm gonna let you speak.
All right.
Did you know that the only reason why you're the color that you are is because of the sun's direction on the equator? Because most of your ancestors are not from Europe, but more aligned with Africa. But then guess what? It's totally different because your ancestors could have gone to Europe. So it's a matter of who got the most.
Yeah.
melatonin or serotonin.
melanin.
What
Yeah.
Melanin. There we go. Yeah, that sounded kind of dumb. I have to edit that part out.
Let's cut that, but yeah. No, that's crazy. Bro.
So we're basically the same. Me and you are the exact same.
No,
just the difference between the sun's direction.
Bro,
Being serious, right?
but that's trippy.
Bill and I already spoke on this.
That's trippy.
Yep.
That's why we are just like the human race. Like regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
is it a
black and
race
white,
though? Is
but
it a
it's
race?
just-
Do they want it to be a race?
Right. Is it really race or we're just...
Should we be more liberal with our money and more conservative with our values? That's the question. That is the question. That's what a lot of people debate, but they don't really ever get to.
That's interesting. All right, question for you. All right, you can answer it or you can, or you don't have to. Do you think that we'd be okay? I'll say it again for the camera. Do you think we'd be okay with a female president?
I think we would be. The reason why is because the Native Americans had chiefs that were women. It's actually not a new thing to have women as. It wasn't until post-industrial revolution in America that we started, whenever the Native Americans started being, basically genocided, that we actually started to go away with the values and started having battles of the sexes. But it's always been a cultural thing. Indigenous people versus people who are quote unquote civilized.
Yeah.
Indigenous people, they typically have a whole lot of more freedom, I would say.
No, I
there's
agree.
more. There's been less and less constraints are today.
Yeah.
But it's just it's an interesting topic,
It is. Yeah. I agree though.
This is actually turning into a really peaceful thing.
No, I know,
Okay,
it's
did you
good.
know that we're basically just meat? Again, this is free.
Elaborate.
This is free flowing. All these ideas are free flowing. Like,
Okay, yeah.
it's a stream of consciousness.
Okay.
That we are simply me, but we speak. So what does it mean to be me and speak?
It means that we have to be...
Does it mean that we have a soul, ultimately?
Well,
And that our bodies only contain so much?
I think it means
Or
that,
infinite.
that we're controlled by something.
We're definitely controlled by something, yeah.
Something is like a life source.
The life source, yeah. Do you think that whenever we move on from this life, do you think that there is a layer upon a layer that we can not know for certainty because of the fact that we're meant to question life and the fragility of what the gift has been given to us, regardless if we came from a single-celled organism, such as from our parents?
I'd have to think about that.
It's a really deep one. It's a really deep one. I kind of went all over the place with that one.
Yeah. See, okay. Can you word it in a different way?
Do you think we're more than single-celled organisms that came from our parents, such as X and Y chromosomes, and that we have a soul at birth? Do you think it happens in conception, such as the law of thermodynamics and energy coming together, and more than just X, Y, Z chromosomes, and then the combination of genetics and everything else, and then all of a sudden it just kind of transpires? Because if you look at an embryo, it looks like nothing. It doesn't look quite like how a human looks. It almost looks like it's from a chicken, because that's how we evolved, and we evolve in the womb. But it makes you wonder if that's where the soul resides, and then, how do I put this? That the soul is dreaming inside of the embryo and kind of taking form, and do you think it's conscious, or do you think it's just a heartbeat and just the start of a human being? Because it says in the Bible, and I can't remember the exact verse, but that we were known at conception.
Yeah, I feel like...
Do you think that means fate, such as God's providence?
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like it's more than just the chromosome. I feel like you, at that point in your life, like you can sense something, but you're not able to, like, you don't have the consciousness of knowing that you can sense it.
The consciousness of knowing you can sense it?
Yeah, but you can. Does that make sense?
For sure. Kind of like it's God's providence, and then we're given at the very end of our lives, even perhaps our soul.
Kind of.
Or do you think it happens at the moment of consciousness, and then that's when we're given a soul? What is the soul? Is it memories? Is it vivid imagery? Is it imagination? To me, it's imagination, but it's also an intangible part that is a part of my being. Mathematical constructs, but also just a simple part of my being, such as what controls everything. Because if you look at a brain, all it is gray matter and brain synapses, which controls electricity. Basically a conduit of electricity. And we know that electricity, there would be a counter argument saying that, well, that's because electricity carries a lot of data, and you can compare the computer to a brain, and the brain is active, right? The brain is active, and then it turns off like a computer, right? And it had vivid imagery, now it doesn't. But where did the electricity go that was carrying it? Do we actually create our own electrical system that then takes form of the soul? And do you think the soul has something to do with electricity?
I don't think the soul. I think the soul has something to do with electricity, but it was formed like before we were born.
Before we were born. So we actually come from a place before, not during or after.
Yeah, I think so. Like how a computer shuts off.
Yeah.
I feel like our brain shuts off, right? But it doesn't.
So do you think with this simple fact of, hey, I just turned my computer on, and now you can see, something, turned it off, turned it back on. You think that that's how the universe can sometimes work, and then it brings all the data simply back at the point of singularity? Such as the eternal reoccurrence that Nietzsche talked about before he went insane and political.
I don't know.
Stop shaking. Accidentally shake too. But yeah, let's do this next beat. Okay. We haven't done a lot of beats yet. So with that all being said, the moment of clairvoyancy is the realization that we've been here before, or is it something that God just knows and influences you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Such as deja vu.
Yeah.
Deja vu. You know deja vu?
Yeah.
Well, they used to call it clairvoyance, visions and dreams.
Okay.
Shamanism even. It's not new to Christianity.
Yeah.
You know, and it's definitely not from Christianity just entirely. There's shamans that have been around even in this area. And so when you start thinking about the shamanism, do you start getting into the soul, or do you think that we should stay away from it and just cross ourselves? Essentially.
I think it has to do with God more than like us.
So we should probably cross ourselves.
Yeah. You could say, yeah. You could say. Definitely. Do you feel like
because there's not a lot that you can do, and once you start prying into information, it's kind of hard to navigate. You know what I mean? Like that's the key. What happened?
we got into an accident, Bruce?
Oh! All right, there we go.
Pause recording.
At ease, boys.
Yeah.